What is the deal, beautiful people? It's your boy Ramon, Lifestyles Defined. Let's talk about Pokemon. Bruh, do you even Pokemon? So this is a real thing, and I remember a while back reading some rumors that Nintendo might do a mobile game, and people thought it was Mario, they thought this, they thought that, and didn't really hear much about the Pokemon. And that whole thing came into existence from this company, and apparently this company had a game very similar to this sort of treasure hunting game. So the concept was around for a while, but what happens when you put a Pokemon theme or skin on that exact same concept? Gold. So just some general stuff about the Pokemon before we actually get in or take a look at what it is. I've been seeing some wild numbers, like Nintendo stock is up like 25%, and this thing's made them like $10 billion in the last, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 days or 2 or 3 weeks, whatever. And then I've seen some more believable numbers, something like $1.5 billion that makes every day for them in microtransactions. So I mean that's cool, because Nintendo as a company has been struggling ever since the phenomenon that was the Wii. They've been really struggling, and they're very stubborn in that way, where they don't really care about third party. They believe in their hardware, and their software is solely where you'll find, or their hardware is solely where you'll find their software. So this is interesting to see them depart from that model and embrace mobile. And my God, do they have a hit. Then there's also all types of madness I've been reading, like people running off the road trying to catch Pokemon, people being targeted for robbery. I saw an article where there's a gas Pokemon, I forgot his name, and apparently he shows up at the memorial in Washington for the Holocaust survivors. So that's causing a big stir, and then of course the servers were trashed for a few days, and now they're getting better. Then there's this thing with the app on iOS specifically, where it was requiring Google access, and they didn't say what they were accessing on your Google account. So I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently the token that was granted to the app would allow the company behind the scenes to pretty much control your Gmail account or see what was going on. But since then, that thing came out yesterday, and I want to say today iOS received the update to actually fix that. And they noted it in the changelog, which I thought was cool. And then, of course, Android sees no update yet. What I will say, generally speaking, I think the Android app was more stable than iOS, but the iOS app definitely ran a bit more smooth. And then the Windows Phone app, yeah, there's the Windows Phone app. They killing me, man. They killing me. But anyway, let's get into the Pokemon. So this is what it looks like, right? It's a grid, and the dope thing about this is it's a location based game. So you have to get off your ass to go do something and really catch Pokemon, or not. I got some tricks to show you there. But what you see now is pretty much a themed version of the layout around me, what you would see on Google Maps. And there's some very specific things to the game. So right here, this blue square, this is called a Poky Stop, and you go to a Poky Stop and you get items. You spin it like this to access it. Of course, I'm too far. You have to be within the radius around your character to get it. But you get items like Pokeballs. You get revival items. You can even get some rare eggs and stuff to hatch. Over here, this is what's called a gym, and here's where the fun begins or ends, depending on who you are. So this is where you take your Pokemon to battle. I've heard you take your Pokemon here to train as well, but I have not found where to do that. So you see 3 contenders here. This is the first guy, this is the second, and this is the guy that's actually running the show. You see his big ass dinosaur flying, so I don't think you want none. Oh no, wait, there's a fourth. I don't know what that Pokemon is, but that looks wild. So you got to fight your way through these and and pretty much, oh, is that where it is? There's a picture of where it is, and pretty much get on the map. So this is how you rank up as a trainer. You stop by the Poky Stops, and you also go in the gym and you fight for for your, I guess, or against your color. So now that we're talking teams, I don't know if I can show you the different teams. There's 3 different teams. I went with the blue one, and I don't know if that matters much, but I have noticed more blue gyms than anything else, which means they're friendly gym, whatever that means. And so if you look at this Pokestop right here, this is sort of getting into the meat and potatoes of it. You see these fallen pink leaves around it. That's a lure, and it'll even tell you here it's a lure module. And what this is the way Pokemon works in the game is they randomly appear around you. Like you see, I've been talking for a little bit and we haven't seen any Pokemon. So the idea is the more you walk around, the more they just randomly pop up. Now with that lure, if we go over to this Pokestop, your chances of actually seeing a Pokemon there is super high. And I mean, that stuff works. Like I've seen, like in a 5-minute period, I've been standing next to a lure module and I've seen like 6 or 7 Pokemon. So that thing's no joke. Now, let's dig into the menu. If you go over to the items, you have potions that heals, revives. If you get your ass kicked in the gym, you don't want your Pokemon to die, that's what you got to use. The lucky egg, as it says here, you get double XP for 30 minutes. That's handy. Pokeballs, yeah, you know what those are. Those catch your Pokemon. There's that lore module I was talking about earlier. And then raspberry. This is something I had to use. So some of these Pokemon just don't like to be captured, man. They make it really, really difficult. So this is one of the things that you sort of reach in your bag, throw at the Pokemon, then throw the ball. The camera is cool. You can take pictures of some of the Pokemon in the augmented reality mode stuff. And then there's the Incubator. And the Incubator, what that does is if I go into my Pokemon, you will see I got one that's almost ready to hatch. And the only way to do this is to just walk when it's in the incubator. I don't know what it is. After it's probably been in there for 2 days. That's a lot of walking. So I'll probably be very happy to actually have it hatch and see what's up. So yeah, you saw my list of Pokemon. Let's just go in there and see what's up. So I have 60 Pokemon out of 250, and this is pretty much what it looks like. You know what I mean? This is of course, you see you can rename your Pokemon, and you can evolve them. Right now I only have 3 of the candies required to evolve out of the 50. So this one was pretty rare for me. I never seen it. I saw it once and I caught it. So I don't know when or how I will be in a position to capture another 47 of those. So whatever. And then you have the ability to transfer it here at the bottom. And what that does is if you capture multiple versions of a Pokemon, so I got this duo here, what you can do is pretty much just sell them back to the professor, and he gives you +1 of the candy type for that Pokemon. So you get even closer, because previously I had 30, so you get even closer to evolving them, or you can power them up. It's up to you. So yeah, I mean, there's some pretty dope stuff in here, man. I really dig it. I really like the concept behind it. I think it's fun. I don't know for how long it'll be fun, but for right now, I think it's something to do, especially for for people who go out on a break and they find themselves stalking people on Facebook or Instagram. This might be something better for you to do. And let me tell you, in some of my footage, you'll notice when trying to capture Pokemon, there's other people also doing the same thing. Like, it's insane how many people are playing this game right now, and it's wild. And what I like about it is when you see, like, what you see on your phone is what they see on theirs. So you aren't necessarily competing for the same Pokemon, but you guys see the same Pokemon in the same area. So that's a tip for you. If you when you get out there and you see a crowd of people acting a fool, you better get over there and see. It could be something rare. What I do like is they kind of made it in a way where you can sort of OD, right? So let's just say you walk and you stop at a Pokestop. You go in, you turn on your you turn on your lure. There's also something called an incense. I don't have any right now. And what the incense does, let me actually pull up the store. What the incense does is it attracts Pokemon to you. So when you do that, for the next half an hour, you're doing nothing but racking in Pokemon. And you know it's kind of dope. Like I've gotten some incense from Poky Shops, but I find the most effective way is just to buy the goddamn things. I probably spent like maybe $5 on the game so far. Yeah, I think I spent $5 on it so far. So I made actually no 10 because I paid to get the bigger bag, right, to hold more stuff, and then I bought some incense. I never really buy Pokeballs because you always get those from the Pokestop, so no need there. But yeah, I can definitely see how this game is raking in millions for them on a daily basis. I can see how it's fun. And I think the dopest part of it is it just gets people out, man. Like, just walk around. You know, they did a pretty good job. Like, if you go close to water, you'll find water Pokemon. If you're in a park, you'll find grass Pokemon. Like, that type of stuff is dope, man. So kudos to these people. Kudos to the people who made it. It's still kind of rough. The app still crashes here and there. But it's gotten a lot better since launch. They're obviously taking care of it. There's some new features rumored to be coming, like the ability to trade Pokemon. If I had a wish list, I would say I want the ability to battle people one-on-one who are close to me, as opposed to going to the gym. But, you know, that's just me. I think it's dope. Let me know if you guys are playing it, what your thoughts are. My name is Ramon. Happy hunting. I'm out of here. Peace.